Hi, this is Craig Smith with the New York Times in Beijing, China. I'm at the Beijing Cooking School on Dengtao Hutong with my friend Chef Chao. We've done a couple of these segments, and he's going to show us today how to make gongbao jiding. It's one of the most popular Sichuan dishes on the Chinese menu, known as gongbao or kung pao chicken in the West, which of course is enormously popular with Westerners. It has peanuts in it, but we're gonna. Sometimes it's served with cashews. We're gonna use peanuts. Chef Chao, say hello.
Hello.
How are we gonna start here?
Now we start with the ginger.
Okay.
Okay. First, we need some ginger, and then garlic, brownie for the gongbao chicken.
Okay.
And then chili, dry chili.
Okay. There are two kinds of chilies in there.
Some is bigger, some smaller. You see, this small chili is very spicy. This big chili less spicy. And today we use the big one.
Okay. And Sichuan peppercorns, known as huajiao or flower pepper. There are a couple of kinds of Sichuan peppercorn. This is the reddish one that gives a numbing flavor to the food. So start with the ginger.
Yeah. Now we cut ginger. In few slices, ginger. Cut small piece. Like this, small piece. That's okay.
Okay.
And garlic.
Kung pao chicken in Chinese, gongbao jiding. Jiding means ji is chicken, ding means cubed. Gongbao means palace protector or palace guard. It was the informal name for the Qing Dynasty official in Sichuan province, who became governor, and the dish was named for him either because he loved the dish, as some people say, or because just in honor of him. Oftentimes things are named for the local luminary. So this is spring onion, the big spring onion, Beijing spring onion we call it, not to be confused with the small spring onion. And Chef Chao is picking out some of the dried chilies. You can buy these anywhere, I think.
Yeah, this one.
And he's just cutting them into, everything is cut into about 1 centimeter pieces, because the chicken has been cubed in 1 centimeter squares, and you want everything kind of the same size. So he's not measuring really. It depends on your taste, how many peppers you want in there, but it's a small handful. Mostly the big ones.
And then don't put too much seed inside.
Okay, get rid of some of the seeds. He's just winnowing out some of the seeds. So we have garlic, ginger, large spring onion, everything in 1 centimeter pieces, and dried chili, also cooked in 1 centimeter pieces. And then maybe a teaspoon, is that about, of the huajiao, the Sichuan peppercorns.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then for the chicken, we already marinated the chicken. It's cubed in 1 centimeter cubes, with marinated in a teaspoon of rice wine.
Rice wine, 1 teaspoon light soy sauce.
1 teaspoon of light soy sauce.
2 teaspoons starch, cornstarch.
2 teaspoons of cornstarch.
Yeah, and then a pinch of salt.
And a pinch of salt, and just mix it together, and then a little water, right?
No water.
Oh,
it
no
depends. If you use the fresh chicken breast, we need some water, because fresh chicken breast is dry. But this frozen chicken breast,
I see.
so this one, frozen, after frozen is more moist inside.
Yeah.
So we don't need to put water inside.
Okay, so that was a teaspoon of rice wine, teaspoon of light soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and a pinch of salt to marinate the chicken cubed in about 1 centimeter squares. And then for the sauce,
And the sauce with sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon light soy sauce, a little bit dark soy sauce for the color.
okay, 1 teaspoon of sugar,
Yeah, 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon, of sugar,
1 teaspoon light soy sauce,
1 teaspoon of light soy sauce,
a little bit dark soy sauce for color,
just a dash of dark soy sauce for color,
and then 1 teaspoon of vinegar.
and a teaspoon of vinegar. These are all, it's Chinese vinegar, of course, but you can use any kind of vinegar, and the same with the wine.
And then half teaspoon starch,
Okay, and then a half teaspoon of starch added to the sauce so that it'll thicken,
also put a bit water, about 2 tablespoons water.
and about 2 tablespoons of water.
Yeah. And this sauce is ready. Spicy ready.
And then earlier, Chef Chao fried the peanuts. He has raw peanuts, and he put them in a wok with about 2 tablespoons of cold oil, and slowly heated the wok so the peanuts heat through before cooking. And then once the wok is bubbling, or the frying and sort of popping, he cooked it until the peanuts are golden brown and the popping in the wok settles down, and then the peanuts are done. This dish is made with cashews oftentimes, but that's a later variation, not the original, and cashews tend not to be as crispy as peanuts, so we're making it the original way. Now, Chef Chao is heating up the wok with the same oil we used to make the peanuts. And what are we going to do next, Chef
Okay,
Chao?
now we season the wok first. Heat the wok when the wok smoke enough, hot enough.
Okay.
And then to season the wok.
So seasoning the wok just closes up the metal so things don't stick. This is an iron wok, and Chef Chao heats the oil until it begins to smoke, and then he knows that the oil has penetrated the metal and we're ready to go. So Chef Chao has this cooking school here in this courtyard. It's a late Qing dynasty courtyard. Was once part of a compound lived in by a Qing dynasty official. You can find the details on at his website. He's also started running AirBnB here, so if you want to live in a traditional courtyard house in downtown Beijing, in the old Manchu city, this is the place to come, and he'll teach you how to make Gongbao Jiding or anything.
Okay, now season the wok.
Okay, so now he's swirling the oil to season the wok. And he's putting in the... Okay, so that was... he's putting everything together. Okay, that was the dried peppers and ginger, the garlic, the spring onion, the peppercorns, and the dried peppers, together with the marinated chicken. And as you can see, he's cooking it very fast on very high heat. So Chef Chao, when do you know when it's done?
You see the chicken?
Yeah.
Raw chicken is pink. Cook the chicken going to white color.
Yeah.
White color for about 1 minute. That is near ready. But the chicken don't cut too big. Small piece. Small piece.
Yeah. You have to keep the chicken cut.
If you're not sure it's cooked or not, you can cut a large piece and see in the middle.
Yeah.
If the middle is pink, not cooked, it's white, it's
Yeah.
cooked. You see this is white.
Yeah.
This is cooked already. Okay? When the color change, now the sauce thickening. Stir the thickening sauce. Stir in the bottom. We got all the starch and the sugar in the bottom.
Stir the cornstarch and sugar up from the bottom of the sauce.
Around
And pour that in. Ah, that was wonderful. And now we're adding the fried peanuts.
Peanuts.
smells wonderful. What are we doing now?
This ready?
Oh my gosh, that was fast. And there you go, that's Gongbao Jiding. You eat it with rice, and it makes a wonderful meal. I'm gonna go back over how Chef Chao made it, because that was a little fast. We started with a few slices of ginger, slices sliced and cut into about 1 centimeter pieces. Some large spring onion, or what we call Beijing spring onion, about a third of a long stalk, cut into 1 centimeter pieces. A couple of cloves of garlic, excuse me, also cut into 1 centimeter pieces. A handful of dried Sichuan pepper, cut into 1 centimeter pieces, and maybe a teaspoon or however much you want of Sichuan peppercorns. If you can see, these are like little flowers, and they're reddish. There are a couple of different kinds of Sichuan peppercorn, but these are called huajiao, which means flower pepper, and they give the dish its numbing flavor. Then we cubed 150 grams, is that right?
Yeah, 150 gram
150
chicken.
grams of chicken breast. He sliced the chicken breast in half so that it was only about 1 centimeter thick, and then we cubed it and marinated it in a teaspoon of rice wine teaspoon of light soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch,
Yeah,
and a pinch of salt. And then the sauce was made with
sauce, sugar,
with
1 tablespoon,
1 tablespoon, I'm sorry,
Sugar.
of sugar,
1 teaspoon light soy sauce,
1 teaspoon of light soy
1
sauce,
teaspoon vinegar,
1 teaspoon of Chinese vinegar,
dark soy sauce a little bit for color,
and just a dash of dark soy sauce to give it a nice rich color,
a half teaspoon starch for thicken the sauce,
and a half teaspoon of starch to thicken the sauce. And then
2
you saw,
tablespoons of water.
and 2 tablespoons of water. And you saw that he stirred it up before putting it in the wok. And then the peanuts he put in a cold wok with a little bit of oil, and heated them up so that they were heated through, and cooked them until they were a toasty brown. And then seasoned the wok with the same oil. That means heating it until the wok is smoking. And then he added in quick succession the
Put the chili and
chilies.
brown it first, but it's very in a very hot oil, so we need to quickly put the ginger garlic brownie inside together, and then you don't wait too much, because the chili cook faster, and then so we need to quickly put the chicken inside to cool down the oil.
I see. Okay, so you put the chili and the ginger and garlic and spring onion in a very hot wok, and then quickly add the chicken, which cools the wok down so that things don't cook too quickly. But as you saw, if you go back and look at this afterwards, he fried it fairly fast, and then added the sauce, and voila, we have Gongbao Jiding, one of my favorite dishes. And that's it. That went faster than I thought, so we're going to end it here. Maybe we'll come back with something else from Chef Chao, since we're all set up.